The G7 democracies united on Saturday in Japan's Hiroshima and urged China to pressure its strategic partner Russia to end its war on Ukraine. Leaders of the G7 are grappling with the challenges posed by Russia's invasion of Ukraine and tensions with China, notably over economic security and Taiwan, the self-ruled island Beijing claims as its own. In a joint statement issued on Saturday, the G7 leaders emphasized that they did not want to harm China and were seeking constructive and stable relations with Beijing. The leaders also expressed serious concern about the situation in the East and South China Seas, where Beijing has been expanding its military presence and threatening to use force to exert its control over self-governed Taiwan. Hostilities in the African country of Sudan have entered the sixth week. Airstrikes hit outer areas of the Sudanese capital Khartoum overnight as fighting has trapped civilians in a humanitarian crisis and displaced more than 1 million. The fighting between Sudan's army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces or RSF has led to a collapse in law and order with looting that both sides blame the other for. Stocks of food, cash and essentials are rapidly dwindling. Airstrikes were reported by eyewitnesses in southern Omdurman and northern Bahri, the two cities that lie across the Nile from Khartoum, forming Sudan's triple capital. Reports said that Russia's foreign ministry on Friday said that former US President Barack Obama was among 500 US citizens who would be banned in response to the latest round of sanctions announced by Washington. In a statement, Russia's foreign ministry said that the move comes after US refused last month to give visas to media traveling with Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov to the United Nations. Russia's foreign ministry said that Russia had refused the latest US request for consular access to the detained Wall Street Journal reporter Ivan Gershkovich, who was arrested in March this year on suspicion of spying. Russia stated that it was banning 500 Americans, including several senior members of the US executive branch, from entering the country in response to anti-Russian sanctions imposed by the Joe Biden administration. In a major boost to beef up Ukraine's air defense capabilities due to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, the US has now said that it will allow its Western allies to supply Ukraine with advanced fighter jets, including American-made F-16s. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said that President Joe Biden has already informed his G7 counterparts of the decision at the bloc summit in Hiroshima yesterday. US troops will also train Kyiv's pilots to use these advanced jets. Although it seems increasingly likely that Ukraine will eventually receive the advanced jets, no government has so far confirmed that it will send them to Kyiv.